What's up?
What's up? Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Doing amazing.
Nice. I like your background.
Thank you very much.
To the upcoming album art, I can tell.
That's right. We got it right here. We're rocking and rolling.
Solid. Well, I'm really glad we get an opportunity to have a little chat with you since it's been a doozy of, a past year. Plenty going on. New album in the works. You probably have a couple of things you'd like to let people know about.
That's right. Exactly. Got a new album coming out very soon. We're excited about it. Um, yeah. How's it going over there?
Good, good. We're into the desert springtime, and so it's just been a up and down of weather, but we're doing our best. Things are starting to feel a little bit more, I wouldn't say normal, that's a stretch, but a little bit closer to what we had beforehand.
Right.
Still anxiously awaiting the return of getting to see some live music in person. That's probably what the world's been missing most of all.
That's so true. Very true.
So where are you stationed right now? Where are you checking in from?
I'm checking in from sunny Los Angeles. It's 9:30 in the morning, and yeah, we're rocking. I got out of the studio at like 4 last night.
Running on
Yeah.
fumes, probably.
We're rocking and rolling.
So what were you doing in the studio last night? Just doing some practice runs or
Was tracking Travis Barker on some like new Youngblood songs.
oh cool.
Yeah,
I was like on your one of your more recent singles you just released, you got to work with Travis Barker, Not My Problem.
that's right.
What was that like getting to
Super cool. We wrote that song, and I co-produced the record with John Feldman, who is the singer of Goldfinger, and has worked on like the Used and a bunch of cool bands. And he had a relationship with Travis Barker from making Blink 182 record. Called him up one day and he came through the studio and played on Not My Problem. And we kind of hit it off. And I started working with him at his studio like shortly after. And since we haven't been on tour for the last year, I've just been working over there on everything that he's doing. Um, yeah, so it's been
yeah,
awesome.
cool. Yeah, so the last album you put out was 2018. It's almost been a full 3 years. It was March of 2018 was when I Am Human was released. So the next one coming up, it'll be April 16th of this year is when you're going to be putting out Chemical Warfare. And I guess I'm just kind of curious, when was this recorded? Is this something that you were working on through this past year while you were off the road, or is this something that was kind of ready, got delayed, and where does it fit
Um,
in the timeline?
yeah, we started it like last year in December before the pandemic hit, and then we did a bulk of the recording before then, and then we went on the road in February. Everyone in the band got sick, um, probably with COVID, because everyone had like fevers and was coughing for like a month straight. I remember, and we got back from that tour and finished the record during COVID times. So me and Craig went to the studio and we kind of, put all the final touches to the record. We got Lindsey Sterling in, we got Travis Barker in to help us on some drums, and yeah, just went in on it. And it's weird for musicians because like I know a few musicians that their life hasn't really been too altered, especially in the studio world, and that's like kind of where I live too. So like we kind of like studio rats and just are always creating and writing music and stuff. So
Is that how you've been keeping yourself busy during the quarantine months and the lockdown time? Just hold away.
ex- exactly, yeah. I helped make the Machine Gun Kelly record, um, and then from there worked on like Kenny Hoopla, who you guys have played a bunch, and mixed the Trippy Red record.
Oh, right.
So he just made like a rock record with Chino from Deftones, and yeah, so
Right. Well, at
super.
least you've been keeping yourself uh, nice and occupied. And you're part of it's almost like a club, the Better Noise production. You know, it's a lot of like, and I saw that specifically Invincible with Lindsey Sterling is going to be part of a soundtrack for a movie that's like on the way.
Yes, the Retaliators. It's
Yeah.
coming out. I'm not sure. I think it's in June sometime. But yeah, a bunch of artists are in it. Like I think like Tommy Lee, Craig Mabbitt, our singer.
Yeah.
The dudes from Five Finger Death Punch. So it's a star-studded cast with
It's like
people we've toured with.
horror film, honestly. Do you get to have a small role, or are you just on the
I'm just behind the scenes, I guess, just the humble music maker.
it's necessary. It's a necessary role. Someone needs to play it.
Yeah, that's right. But we did make a sick music video for it with Lindsey Sterling and the actor that's in the movie, like the main dude that's in it, and so that's on YouTube. If anyone wants to check that out.
So let's just get back to the new album, Chemical Warfare. What can you share about that? I know you've released a couple of singles so far. What we can kind of expect. Is there a vibe, a theme, something?
I mean, thematically, we kind of like it's just life. Each song we just kind of came in and just kind of wrote about whatever we're feeling that day. So it's like we kind of just like would sit down in a room, mainly me and Craig, and we would just discuss what was going on, or else I would come in with a riff or just feel inspired by something and kind of go off that, and then the album kind of formed itself that way, like in a super organic way, not really like planned out or like conceptually one thing, but I guess the concept would just be like life and our struggles and things that have held us down and us breaking through them. um it's kind of has like an uplifting theme through it, actually.
Well, we can all use a little bit of a pick me up these days.
Totally.
What's your your origin story with the title, Chemical Warfare?
Chemical Warfare is a song I wrote with my friend Matt McAndrew, and we were kind of, just discussed like I wrote like the entire like instrumental to the song, and he was on the way to my studio, and he kind of had like the chorus in his head, like a few lines of it, and we ended up running with it, and it kind of represents like like kind of like alcohol abuse and the chemicals, like the warfare of like chemicals in your mind, and like the way other things like drugs or even like the natural chemicals in your mind affect things and affect like your mood and how you feel. And it's kind of on that wave, you know.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite bridges on the record too.
I can take it. I can take it.
Yeah.
No, I forgot where I was going with that. So we've got the new album coming out, and so when you're writing your music, does it usually stick with that organic, just kind of like bouncing off of each other and pulling together to create the new music?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it rolls. Like, if we're not inspired by something, we're not just gonna like try to make something that we're not feeling. So it all comes from like deep within. And anytime I'm writing with anybody, we kind of get to that point. Or sometimes you could start, like, you could come into the studio and be like, I want to write a really fast song, and somehow you're just not vibing it, and you end up writing the slowest heartfelt ballad because you have some personal things going on, and you kind of get those emotions and feelings out of that. Or maybe you hear a song on the way to the studio and you're inspired by like a groove or something, and go off some sort of feeling.
So your tour clearly got cut short in 2020. what methods did you do to like keep connected with your fan base and your audience? Did you partake in the live streaming, doing some Twitch, Instagram?
Yeah, yeah, we've been like active on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I got it heavy into Twitch, like when the pandemic started. Um, Unfortunately, I haven't had too much time to do that just because I'm like crazy working on like 10 albums at a time. But now that the record's about to come out, like everyone's getting like super active and we're like planning like to go on streams. And we might do like a week straight of streaming with the fans, like leading up to the record release.
Oh,
So
like a pre-party.
really, yeah, kind of like a pre-party, record release party. Um, just with the COVID restrictions, it's hard to like get together even, and everyone in the band kind of lives in like opposite sides of the coast.
Since like you can't really, it's not really up to us individuals, like when we get to like go to the concerts again, when we get to do these things. Are there any things that you're kind of like working for in like the months ahead that you're kind of looking to do to promote the new album?
I mean, like I said, we're gonna stream a lot and just do it in a digital world. Like I think everything's kind of shifting towards that.
Mhm.
And just staying connected on like even Zoom meetings and just mainly the Twitch vibe, releasing music videos, whatever content we can kind of like get together, and hopefully like the music just kind of like resonates and people can dig into the record.
So you're not even like messing around with like tentative like tour plans yet. You're kind of just like waiting, holding off on trying to.
I think so until we get like a definitive answer on when the world opens up.
Yeah.
I think that's when it'll be. Do you know any other artists that are doing shows and all that sort of
Not
thing?
really. I've only heard a couple of like small venue type things, and they're just like mini tours, like just like 6 shows, but it's all super limited. And then I did see others have gone ahead and like pulled the plug on their rescheduled events. So
Yeah, so not trying to do that, I guess.
yeah,
Um, but would love to, of course. I think the future is just like creating AI versions of ourselves, so we can just bring the AI band into your living room, and that'll be the future of Escape the Fate.
like almost like holodeck like projections of like
Yeah, holograms, exactly.
that. That's where the future needs to go. That's what we need
That's
to
the
get to.
that's the new wave is hologram touring.
So is there anything that's coming up in the near future planned right now for other than, of course, like your week-long stream events that you want your fans to know about ahead of time?
I mean, I guess just check out the record. We've got some music videos dropping. We have a music video dropping the day our record comes out for a song called Lightning Strike, which I'm really excited about. And we'll probably just be making more songs and releasing, more projects.
Wonderful. And for
Yeah.
people who are just discovering you, what's your handles and stuff so they can find you?
Oh, at Escape the Fate on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at K-Thrash on Instagram. K-Thrash666 is the Twitch.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll be rocking all over.
Solid. Yeah. So that's where to find the details. And the new album, Chemical Warfare, is set to release. I have to keep looking to make sure I don't say the wrong date. April 16th.
Same.
Yes.
April 16th is the magical date where Chemical Warfare will be released.
Yes, that's
everywhere.
Put a big red block around the date on the.
We have like really awesome vinyls online that we've created, and like cool like bundles, like the whole like all this merch and all that stuff that
So
you
you
can
mentioned
pick up.
vinyl. So you're doing a couple. So you'll definitely have like digital, CD, vinyl. Have you gotten into the cassette tape game? I've noticed more and more have been
We're
released
not. We
on
need to though.
cassette.
But I actually do listen to vinyl. I just got a bunch of vinyl. I went to a record store the other day with my girlfriend, and we got a bunch of vinyl. And vinyl's so sick to listen to because it like like almost forces you to kind of actually like, it's like an event to listen to something rather than streaming where you get commercials or just like skips to another artist or something. So
Or you can skip
I,
super easily. You get to, and there's also that
yeah,
magic of going to a record store and like when you like are flipping through it, that sound. I love it.
yeah, I'm a fan of vinyl. So if any nerds are out there,
Cool.
go grab that.
I really really appreciate you taking some time to have this little chat with me so we can share the word about this upcoming album. We've been spinning it
Likewise.
a lot here at KFMA, and yeah, looking forward to what's to
Yeah.
come.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
We love you too, and when the time comes, keep Tucson in mind. We will be ready to rock.
We'll come there, bring some acoustic guitars to the station, and just rock for you guys. Let's go.
It's nice and cozy in here, so we'll have a lot of fun.
Let's go.
So thanks a lot, and yeah, I hope you have a good day, and maybe catch up on some of your sleep. Might be necessary. Sounds like you're
One day we will.
3 hours. Cool. Well, take care, and thanks again.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.